Alright, I went on another dig trip to Goldsboro and I found this nice looking blob top, which was very strange because I was digging a 1920s dump and this has got to be about 1902. It's odd, it says table beer on it. I've never seen a bottle like that before, so I'll probably keep that one in my collection. And the most plain type of flask you can imagine, but I've never found these in a 32 ounce before, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Then I found my first triple script Goldsboro Pepsi, but of course it's got a lot of damage to it. And then I finally found the Crystal Cola, the later variety with no city name, but at least it was in perfect condition. It was, but then it developed a few small bruises from temperature change, I suppose. But still displays pretty nice. And then I found some more of these 1915 Cokes with the crude type of embossing. Then I discovered that they're both, I got two LGW25s, which is the 1925 date code. But if you look at the type style of the writing, it's different on this one. This one's smaller and the NC is spread out a lot farther. And yet it is an LGW25 also. Okay, here it is. It's on the other side. So I thought that was very odd that they would make two from the same glass company during the same year, but with different base embossments. And then I dug up this odd piece of brass, and then there was another piece just like it underneath. And I believe these are a powder flask. Could be back to Civil War era. Unfortunately, I didn't know what it was when I found it, and I didn't look for the top piece. But I did get the other side, but it's smashed and kind of has some holes in it from being crushed. Then I got the Goldsboro with no NC on it. It's a 1915 with the odd circular ring on the bottom, that flat spot there. This is listed as very rare, but unfortunately, as most bottles, it's bruised and cracked. But it's the first one I've seen with that type of embossment. Then another bow tie Coke bottle, this one with faint embossing and some damage. And the aqua's not very strong either. It's kind of a cross between the clear variant and the aqua one, being a pale one like that. I thought it was unembossed when I first pulled it out because the embossing was so weak. Well, I found another one of these miniature Coke bottles. I looked on eBay and I didn't see any of this exact variant. This one's definitely from the 20s and has that CO type of logo. And then I found a Kinston dispensary piece of one. I've never seen a Goldsboro dispensary. I don't think they really had one, but they do have several other embossed whiskeys. And in that one haul that had the flask that was made of brass, I found 7 of these and one other perfume. Then I found 2 early insulators at the bottom of an 8-foot hole. They both have the wire still on them, but they've got some damage to them. But I'm not really familiar with this type. I don't know if I've ever found one like that before. Well, that's it for this time.